everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft. Welcome back to the blog. Welcome back to the channel, duh. So I'm doing a process video for you today, and this is also my take on the January Freaky Fast Formula Challenge happening over at the Scrap Room. I think this challenge, as evidenced by this video, will be great for those of you who are doing no-spend Januaries or no-spend years. It's a great way to just shop through your stash, especially if you have a drawer of scraps like I do. So the formula challenge, it tells you the sizes of papers that you need, and then you can arrange them however you want. So the first one was an 11 by 4 inch piece of paper. The second one was a 10 by 4 inch. That's what I'm cutting right there. The third one is a 9 by 8 inch. So that's going to be more of like a square type of shape. The fourth one is a 9 by 7 inch. And the last one is 10.5 by 1. So obviously I have a bunch of random stuff in this scrap bin, and I haven't been very good about keeping on top of like finding the smaller pieces and either paper punching them into different shapes so that they are, readily usable as embellishments or what have you on the layouts. So my drawer is a little overflowing, and I thought, why don't we try to find pieces that can go together. They might go together, and then I can like turn them into something. So I ended up with two papers that were actually from a very, very old, I want to say crepe paper, like birthday collection. And then I've got a piece of that craft cardstock is going to be one of them. And then I have some solid green cardstock that was like super thick. It's basil. I've never had a piece of basil cardstock that crazy thick before. And then I have a piece of paper that has like Thanksgiving words on it. And I was like, well, I already scrapped all of like the Thanksgiving photos because I only took like 3 that day. So I'm trying to figure out how I can arrange everything so that it's not super noticeable that it like says Thanksgiving, right? The background paper, it's got like rulers on it. That was also part of that crepe paper birthday collection. So I decided, well, I already have 2 papers from that collection. Why not bring in this 12 by 12 sheet that's, again, like been in my stash for forever. Why not finally put it to use? So I'm just, trying to figure out the best way to put these things together. And like I said, with this challenge, you can do whatever. As long as you have the papers in the right size, you can pretty much put it together however you want. And that's the fun of it too, is seeing how everyone's layout turns out so differently. Now I have a small piece of white cardstock there. It's about 2 by 3 size because in between pulling these papers and starting the actual process, which is very difficult, as you can see me tapping my fingers on the table, I went through my photos to see, what could fit, and I didn't really have much that was already printed. So I went back through my December photos, and I was trying to figure out, like, okay, what can I use? I don't want to take something that's going to be in my December daily album. So I did find one that was actually from January, from this month. We made cookies one day. We had a snow day. And so I took a picture of my daughter. She got an apron for Christmas from her cousins. And so I took a picture of her wearing her apron, standing in front of the cookies, and I printed it out on a 2 by 3, or I printed it out in 2 by 3 size using my Canon Ivy mini printer. So that's the photo that I decided to use. And I picked that one because that top pattern paper, it has like recipes printed on it. So it's the birthday collection, and one of those pattern papers was like just a bunch of recipes, like cake and cookies and whatever. So I was like, okay, this kind of fits. It's baking. And then for the embellishments, I actually went into my Best of Both Worlds kit. This might come back to bite me later as I'm trying to finish up some of the layouts with Shamel. But because this Simple Stories sticker book is cooking themed, I'm like, I have to use these. I have to use some of these stickers, right? Like I can't not use them with this cooking photo, this cooking layout. So I've got one of the doilies because there were like 1,000 doilies that were part of the kit. I found a ribbon that was just like in a scrap embellishment drawer, and it's a piece of chipboard. I think that might have also been crepe paper. I also did some of the cut-aparts that were from one of the pattern papers in the Best of Both Worlds kit, and I sort of put that behind, like I backed my photo on that red with white polka dot paper, and then behind that I did an extra layer of one of those cut-aparts. It has like a nice navy blue border going onto it. So now I'm just cutting out the stickers. So I don't want to place anything just yet. I want to see how everything looks so that I can get everything like put together first. And so I'm cutting them out of the sticker book and just placing them where I think everything is going to go. There's a lot of really nice like word phrase stickers in this sticker book. There's a lot of really nice stickers. Again, I don't really like that they're paper stickers because you have to be very careful peeling them up, but you get a really nice selection of stickers in these Simple Stories sticker books. And this is the first time I've ever used one. Yeah, so I'm impressed. I like it. And now I have this other cut apart. I'm just like, again, trying to layer things up a little bit, figure out like how the clusters are going to look. And now I'm ready to stick things down. Let me, I cannot talk this afternoon. Let me know if you guys have ever done a formula challenge like this. Sometimes the challenges, well, with Freaky Fast Formula, it's always here are the dimensions of papers you need. Put them on a 12 by 12 layout. But sometimes there are other sort of recipe challenges where it's like you have to use 2 hearts somewhere on the paper, and you have to have a 4 by 6 photo, and you have to, use like 3 different types of pattern paper. And those are always really, really fun to do. So if you've never done a formula challenge before, I would highly recommend it. And the Scrap Room has challenges going on every month. And so all you have to do is upload your layout in their album in the Facebook group. And I'm not being paid to tell you this. I just really enjoy the Scrap Room. I enjoy the selection of challenges that they have every month, and they do have prizes. So they're pretty much just randomly drawn, I think. But I have in the past won, like a $10 gift card to the store, which is pretty nice. And they sell page kits. You can get single page kits, double page kits, like the big ones, the big 4-page kits. So yeah, it's a good deal, and I like the selection that they have there of both the product and the challenges. So obviously the title of this one's going to be Yum because that's what the sticker says, and I'm just going to go with that. I'm adding a little bit of extra adhesive to that chipboard thing because I've had it for like 6 or 7 years. So obviously the adhesive that it came with is not going to work very well. I'm also using a different type of adhesive. So to save, well, I guess a little bit to save money, but also because I was in a pinch and I just really needed some more adhesive, I purchased from Target a 3-pack of Scotch brand double-sided tape. Is it my favorite? No. But does it work when you're like, oh, I ran out of scrapbook adhesive and I can't get to a scrapbook store right away, but I am at Target? Yes, it does. And actually over the holidays one year, I did see this stuff at the Dollar Tree, the Scotch brand. Don't buy the Dollar Tree brand of it. I have used that before. It is horrific. It does not stick. So definitely make sure you're buying the Scotch brand of the double-sided tape if you choose to do that. So just another option of adhesive in your scrapbooking and crafting. It's very, very sticky. It's not super repositionable. That's also something to keep in mind. I do like my adhesive squares because they are initially repositionable in case I make a mistake or put something down and I end up not liking where it is. But I just have to be a little bit more careful as I scrapbook with this stuff. And that's pretty much going to be it. I'm just adding a few more little stickers here, and then I'm going to have some close-ups. You can see more details about the what this layout looks like. And I'm adding some of that champagne the pops of color from scrapbook.com. That's a really great color, and it's just such an easy way to add some dimension and just kind of finish things off. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments, concerns about things that you've seen in this video. I would love to connect with you guys down in the comments as well as on social media. All my links are below. Thank you to the returning subscribers for coming back and watching this video all the way to the end. If you're new to the channel, I hope that this video was inspiring to you. Every Tuesday I post a process video. Every other Thursday I have a Scrapbook and Cards Today inspiration series, and then I also participate in various design teams and YouTube hops throughout the month. So there's always something for you to see here, and I hope that you will consider subscribing so that you can see it all. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Happy scrapping!